My name is Michael Bowman, and I am doing a speech on my grandfather and the impact that he has had on my life. My grandfather was one of the most influential people in my life, and I give him credit for making me the man that I am today. When I was young, my parents divorced, and I went to live with my mom and my grandparents. My grandfather became like a father to me. He was loving and caring, but also was disciplinary, as any father figure should be. He taught me not to hold grudges, and above all, that forgiveness was one of the most important traits to have in life. I looked up to my grandfather and everything he did, and always wanted to be like him. I believe he would be proud of the man that I am today, and I hope that he approves of everything I do. His determination and drive in everything he did always astounded me. His patience in doing something is something that I always try to have, and is something that I always continue to work on. He could be patient in everything he was doing, even if it took him hours, and that's something that I really want to be able to do, because that's something that could really help you in life. My grandfather's name was John Robison, and he died of lung cancer in January 2006. It was one of the most devastating times in my life, but I was strong as I knew he would want me to be. My grandfather was a pilot for Eastern Airlines for more than 35 years. After retiring, he bought a small plane and put it in a hangar in White Post, Virginia. He flew that plane every week, if not multiple times a week, for more than 20 years. Flying was his love and joy, and it was something that he loved to do every week, if not every day, if he could. I've always wanted to find something that I have that much passion for. His job was something that he loved to get up and go and do. It was something that he loved, and in a career that I look for, I want to have that much passion and that much love. Even if I have half of the passion he had, my career would be fun because he loved flying and he loved everything he did. In 2004, my grandparents, my mom, and I moved to Cocoa, Florida, from Middleburg, Virginia, my family's home of more than 40 years. My grandfather did not bring his plane at the time. So in 2005, my grandfather decided he would go to Virginia and fly his plane back down to Florida. He had doubts because at the time he was feeling kind of sick, and he was always falling asleep, and he was always tired, and he was just feeling sick a lot. But his determination once again came into the picture, and he decided that he would make the trip because he wanted his plane down there, the one thing that he loved. So he made the trip in 2 days, and we later found out that the reason he was sick was because of his lung cancer. If I have even half of the determination and passion in my life as my grandfather did, I will be happy with my life. My grandfather was one of the most influential people in my life and will always be. From a young age, he inspired me to be the best that I could be, and although he was only with me for 13 years, he left me with a lifelong impression.